Now, a little bit about the story of myself, which is also included in the book. Now, I grew up in Maryland, which is places known as Silver Springs, Rockville, and also Worcester, Massachusetts. Apart from that, I grew up also in Ghana, and I grew up in Accra, Dansoman. I grew up also in Abura, Cape Coast. Now, to be honest, my Fanti is very bad. When I speak Fanti, I mix it with Tree, so people struggle to understand whether I'm speaking Fanti or Tree. But apart from that, I was born to a Ghanaian mother and a Ghanaian Nigerian father. My Ghanaian Nigerian father is of Akan and also Hausa Nigerian Descent, Ancestry. And my Ghanaian mother is of Akan and Ewe Descent, Ancestry. Her Akan side is Kwewu and Equiapim and Ewe. And then my father, Ghanaian Nigerian father, his background, his Akan side is Akwemu and his Nigerian side is Hausa. Well, when people ask me how do I manage to learn the African language, I love everything about Africa. And when it comes to African languages, I put more effort to speak like a native. If you watch one of my videos, I was speaking in Wolof. When it comes to Wolof has some Arabic influence. So you might hear some Arabic words in Wolof. Now Wolof, Nangadef, Mangifi, Jerijeref. And I used to, because I don't speak the Wolof a lot, which I used to have friends from Senegal. So because I don't practice the Wolof that much, I lost it. But I do speak Tree, yeah. People ask me, are you from Ghana? Are you from Ghana? I'm a Ghanaian Nigerian. Simple. I do speak Tree, Mti Tree. I can speak a little bit of Ghana as well, Munuoga. I can also speak a little bit of Yoruba. I can speak a little bit of Hausa as well. Now, coming to me, growing up in the US as being a Ghanaian Nigerian, or let's say an African, well, to express myself was difficult because I had an African accent. And to make friends with American kids was very difficult. So most of my friends were from Congo, the Gambia, Gabon, Cameroon, Congo from the DRC, some from Congo Republic, and I also had friends from Nigeria as well. Now, first time schooling in the US, I remember I came to a school which was multicultural school known as New Citizen Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. My principal was Mr. Azamora. Basically, I didn't grow up in Nigeria. A little bit about my Ghanaian Nigerian dad. When he was in his 20s, he went back to Nigeria. He lived in Lagos for some time. And also, my paternal uncle who passed away, may his soul rest in peace, who was a former, MP in the Kwebu West. He also speaks Yoruba. So when I was speaking Yoruba with him, he was laughing, was like, hey, who taught you Yoruba? And, we had a great conversation in Yoruba before he passed. I speak a little bit of Yoruba. And he taught me much about my background, which I never knew. He said, do you know that we are part Nigerian and Ghanaian on your father's side? I was like, how? How is it possible? So before he passed away, he narrates the history to me. So my Nigerian side comes from a place called Kano. And my paternal great-grandfather was an imam in Kano. He was a well-respected imam, which he came to Ghana. And then, according to lineage, my paternal grandma will always go to the father's side of the family. So she always considered herself Ghanaian Nigerian. A little bit of what my late uncle told me before he passed away. Now let's keep going. So in the year 2016, I had passion for African culture and history. I wanted to promote everything that has to do with Africa. First, beginning with searching my roots. So after searching my roots, my main target was to promote different African ethnic groups. And to be honest, I had many friends from that African ethnic group and from that African country I was posting about. And somebody was like, brother, you make me proud of my tribe. You make me proud of who I am. I was surprised. And to be honest, I got many friends from different parts of Africa. And it's been a blessing. So from 2016 up to now, that also shaped me and helped me. And that let me have a different view about Africa, that we are one people. So I started learning about Gamal Nazar of Egypt, Kwame Nkrumah. Growing up in Ghana, they teach us in school, but to be honest, what I was taught back in Ghana about Kwame Nkrumah is not what I know. When I did my research, I learned a lot about him. He was not just a Ghanaian president, the first Ghanaian president, but he was also a great activist as well, a Pan Africanist, which I learned much doing my own personal research. I get to know about Malcolm X, I get to know about Muhammad Ali, I get to know about Muammar Gaddafi, I get to know about Sekou Toure and Co, George Padmore of Trinidad and Tobago, and other likes who were Pan Africanists, and I was surprised. And also I did a lot of research about the diaspora. When I dig down, I found out the African culture also was brought to the diaspora. That was during the slave trade. So I get to learn much stuff I didn't know. People call me historian, but I don't see myself as a historian or scholar. I don't boast, I don't show off a lot. I'm just a simple, cool guy. So to make it simple and short, I grew up in Accra, Dansoman in Ghana, Abura, Cape Coast in Ghana. I grew up also in Maryland, places like Silver Spring, Rockville, and also grew up in Massachusetts, a county known as Worcester. So that's a little bit about me. I know if you purchase that book that is going to come out soon, titled The Unknown and Known Ethnic Group in Africa, History and Culture, you're going to learn much about me and also much about African ethnic groups, their history and culture. And that was going to be my first book. My second book is going to be about Africans who revolt against the enslavers, both in the diaspora and the African continent. That book is also going to come out soon. Trust me, I'm going to publish a lot of books, which is going to come in the nearest future. So stay tuned. One love.